following is a production of peanutbutterdisaster.com and may contain views and language not suitable for all listeners. Audience discretion is advised. Hello everybody, my name is KiraKennedy, and after a long hiatus, welcome back to Smark My Words, Peanut Butter Disaster's premier wrestling podcast. I'm KiraKennedy alongside my broadcast colleagues, me, Maggle and Tex Rockwolf.
What up, bitches?
We're getting wild on a Thursday night, Maggle.
Please, the JB, I just literally finished watching Roadblock again, and honest to God, fuck that commentary team.
I don't know what it is I like so much about JBL, because when I write it down on paper, he's just a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, no, I think it's mostly Saxton that kills it for me.
Yeah, he's not great.
He's not good at anything. Like, honest to God, I know a couple weeks ago I said I would not want anyone to be fired, but I'm sorry, Saxton, you need to go.
Big time Byron Saxton? Come on, big league?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's shocking. I would rather see Byron Saxton go than Eva Marie, but yeah.
You know, with how he slid Roman that blood cap the other day, I mean, he could, like, quit this job and go be, like, a magician or something.
Yeah, except he got caught on camera.
You make him the SmackDown general manager. Why not? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Oh, no, make him...
I don't know. Last time we had a bland guy like that as general manager, it was Teddy Long.
Oh, but everybody loves Teddy Long.
Oh, you mean Mr. Tag Team Match with The Undertaker, player?
I have a chair signed by Teddy Long. Fun fact.
Nice. Yeah. Saving it for a special occasion, Maggle?
Yeah. Mostly for sitting.
That is what chairs are for. Anyways, we're kind of just gonna be a little quick episode this week, but we're just gonna kind of talk about our thoughts on Roadblock and then kind of the build up to WrestleMania so far. Because believe it or not, WrestleMania is only 3 weeks away, less than 3 weeks now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Mostly because it's a reason to watch wrestling and actually be excited. I'll be honest. I'm gonna start this episode with a nice little twist. I didn't finish Roadblock.
Don't worry. Like I said, I only just finished rewatching it, and really I'd only watched it yesterday, and I don't remember much about it. That's why I had to watch it a second time.
I think at this point, fellas, the Mark and Smark brain alike know that none of this matters. This is all posturing. Yeah. This is all a bunch of nonsense, and
it's a glorified house show.
Everyone's really just tuned out in the anticipation of WrestleMania. So I mean, I think that's what's going on here, because I haven't been watching. I watched the pay-per-view, missed Raw, missed SmackDown. I just don't have it. I just don't have it in me. I know what's around the corner. I can feel it in my bones, and it could be KO Mania, guys. I'm just saying, it could be KO Mania.
It's gonna be KO Mania, and it's gonna be insane.
I see you did there. Well, the whole reason I didn't even finish was the pay-per-view was on my birthday. I was off seeing Evil Dead the Musical on the Strip while it was happening. So, good show, by the way. You should all go see it. Although the Splatter Zone, the fake blood is very cold. So, just FYI. Anyway.
I would assume it would be. Anyway, just you guys bringing up this reminded me of something I really, and this is going off of that little rant you had last week, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
You hate it when fans do the what chants and the we are awesome chants. For the love of fucking God, stop it with the CM Punk chants!
He's not cool.
Coming back!
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy who likes CM Punk.
Charles Montgomery Punk is not ever going to come back, okay? He's out of the WWE forever. He made sure to burn his bridges. Everybody knows it. And
he didn't burn those bridges. He nuked the fuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, it would basically, it would require him to be the kind of guy that would go to Vince and really humble himself. And if I do know anything about CM Punk, in and out of character, Phil Brooks or whatever the fuck his name is, he doesn't seem to be a very humble person. So I can't really see that working out for him.
The guy's a prick.
Yeah, no, there's no two ways about it. The guy is a fucking asshole.
Yeah. One day there will be an episode where I go on a full-on CM Punk rant. Today will not be that day because we don't have the time.
No.
But one day I will make my feelings known. But the point is, guys, shut the fuck up. If you're gonna be belligerent assholes and chant somebody's name, chant someone
Chant Randy
who we actually.
Savage.
Yeah, chant. Or
He's
if you
more
want like a
likely
living,
to come back at this point.
if you want like an actual living guy, like chant like you want Steve Austin or well, I mean that still wouldn't happen, but chant somebody that could potentially make an appearance and B someone who I don't know isn't a flaming cockass. I don't know, just something. But yeah, that was very annoying. In the little bit I watched, I stopped somewhere after the Enzo and Cass match, which was my highlight anyway.
Yeah,
because I love Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
My fiance and I actually do the Enzo and Cass thing all the time.
I think everyone does it.
Yeah, this is Casey. She's 5 foot tall, and you can't teach that. So. Yeah. So I guess how did unless you want to keep ranting about the CM Punk chants, which go for it. How did Roadblock play out?
Again, really the wrestling. It was kind of a lot like Fastlane. Actually, the wrestling was decent, but in the long run, the matches didn't mean anything.
Yeah, and what was their excuse for? So I'm going to assume that a lot of our listeners haven't watched the fucking thing either. How did they get Dean Ambrose to lose to Trips without it being sucky?
Ambrose missed an elbow drop into the announce table. Barely got into the ring for before he got counted out to avoid getting counted out to run straight into a pedigree.
Okay.
After Ambrose hit Dirty Deeds and pinned Triple H, but he was stretching so far that his foot just barely was under the rope.
Well, that's. I mean, here's the thing. One of the reasons I didn't really care to I've been very busy. First of all, I mean, I have an actual big boy job now, so it's very hard to find time. But usually I'll find some amount of time to watch these shows. But then I was like, I know it's going to happen. There's no surprise here because he's already set up for a WrestleMania match with Brock.
Yeah.
He's not going to be going after that title. As cool as that would be, it's not going to happen. It's not on the cards. And then when I start watching it, and it is, as you said, a glorified house show, and you have this house show lighting, you have this little itty bitty stage. It's oh, you're fucking with me, aren't you? This is just to get a little extra money to get an actual March pay-per-view in there. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the change of set was a nice change of pace.
Oh, absolutely. I did like that they changed it.
Yeah.
Hey, but hold on a second. I mean, can we talk about the obvious flaw in the placing of these pay-per-views? I mean, why would Roadblock be the second to last pay-per-view before WrestleMania?
It's not a pay-per-view.
Same thing, same difference. Why would they place the Fastlane special event, before or in 2 months before WrestleMania, and then have a Roadblock? It just doesn't the dog doesn't hunt, gentlemen. There's no logical train there that follows of why a fast lane would lead to a roadblock. The roadblock comes before the fast lane. That's what I'm saying. They could have.
Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't even originally called Roadblock. It was called the March to WrestleMania.
Ha! That's my enthusiasm.
Because Jerry Lawler was apparently naming the pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
The March to WrestleMania. Oh.
Although, admittedly, I would have accepted March to WrestleMania over Roadblock, given Tex's well-worded argument.
Yeah. I don't understand all the racing and street terminology. I mean, I get it, the road to WrestleMania. Well, I understand.
I'm going to point out something that Botchamania actually pointed out already. Why in the promotional material is Eva Marie holding checkered flags, because I'm not much of a racing guy, but aren't checkered flags supposed to finish the race?
I believe so. I believe it's like a green flag or something to get started, and yeah, that's the checkered finish. But yeah, and more to the point, why does Eva Marie look like a porn star in that
because
in that advertising?
Because she should be.
Probably. I think I remember reading somewhere that Brazzers wanted her.
See, I mean, and that's the thing is that they obviously don't have any faith in her talent as a wrestler, and not
what talent?
Well, and that's I'm not saying that they should, but they obviously have like that as a use for her, I guess. And Kira, you said you watch Total Divas, right? I mean, she's like an integral part of Total Divas, allegedly. Is this true?
To be honest, first of all, fuck you. Now I have to be the Byron Saxon of this crew.
It was always going to come around to it someday. I'm sorry, Kira.
I'm flipping you the bird right now.
I know.
But to be honest, I think actually Paige is taking over more there now. So why the fuck is Eva even here? When Eva, like, honest to God, you know what? Fuck it. Eva's got to go too. Rosa's got to go. Rosa has done less than Eva.
Yeah, there's a small roster of people that probably need to be released here after WrestleMania. I don't know. Maybe we should do that as an episode as we come up here. But
yeah,
I don't know. Is Paige just, is that what's happening to her? Like, what happened to the whole Paige push?
Yeah, I understand she's wrestling over on, like, Superstars or Main Event or something now.
Best I can see is that Bucky Beaver sunk his teeth in.
I'm thinking she fucked something up behind the scenes. Like somebody who's been, like, who's like a premier, diva, and one of the best ones there, and to see her so thoroughly disappear. I mean, do you think it's that? I guess it's either that she fucked something up, and that's why they've pulled the plug on her seemingly entirely, or the alternative is just that they know that they need to have her out of the picture if they're gonna sell like Becky or Sacha or whoever else to us. I mean, they shouldn't.
I want to believe it's that. So I probably am.
Go ahead. I won't blame you. I'll try to be optimistic as well. Hopefully she.
Although the alternative, just by believing that also puts in this horror story that Paige is gonna be potentially wrestling Lana.
Who?
Wait.
The last few weeks on
Lana.
Raw.
I thought you said Alana, and I was really confused as to who the fuck Alana was. But okay, Lana. That's don't get like wasn't she a fitness model before she started doing this thing?
Possibly. Lana is honest to God. I don't even know what she's doing in the WWE because she doesn't honest to God, it's obvious they only keep her for eye candy. Hence why they kept Eva Marie, Rosa Mendez, those kind of people. But I don't know why they keep her here, because apparently she keeps getting herself in fucking trouble.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said for a character who people recognize and who, like, I feel like when they brought her in, it was just, hey, we need a valet for this character. We need someone who can do a mildly convincing Russian accent. She needs to be hot. This girl knows somebody or auditions, and okay, she's the one. And then instead of just being the valet for this character who was supposed to be the next big thing, she kind of overshadows him, and it's suddenly, oh, now we have this character who's not a wrestler, who everybody loves, and we should do something with her, I guess. Let's have her fucked off. I think that's kind of the mindset that occurred.
Well, honest to God, like, there are two divas I probably hate more than Eva and Rosa right now, and that is Summer Rae and Lana, mainly because of their association with that unholy horror that was the Love Rhombus.
Wait, now, is Lana a diva?
She's, I guess by the WWE's logic, she is a female performer who works for the WWE, so she is technically a diva, I guess, because I think even Renee Young and Lillian Garcia were qualified as divas at one point.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
WWE, you high as fuck, WWE. Shit.
WWE, get out of Swagger's stash.
That was
Speaking
weird.
of which, fuck Swagger.
Yeah,
I do not like him at all.
Having him fight in Canada, that was a thing.
Yeah. The only good thing I will say about that is, you know what? You've only really got one Canadian babyface left at this point, I think, who could have faced Jericho. And if that match was supposed to build momentum towards WrestleMania, I'm glad it was Swagger, because I do not like him.
Oh, I love Swagger. Maybe I'm the only one. I do the We the People thing all the time, and I think he's a good wrestler. I think he's
I don't know, I guess, yeah. I think I've kind of, like, even more so than Ziggler, I just don't see the appeal in Swagger anymore.
What appeal? I mean, he's out. I mean, this is. I feel like I'm sorry. I feel like once again, I really want to have a conversation about people who need to go, but
Well, I mean,
That'll be next week's.
This is a bit of an improv episode. I mean, we're not really going to be talking in depth about Roadblock because.
Well, I mean,
what's there to talk about?
Okay, I understand someone has to be fed to the Jericho. Okay, he's a lion. He's a lion tamer. I mean,
the Jericho walkie.
Yeah, something has to be fed to him. But I mean, was I supposed to feel like Jack Swagger was a credible enough threat to take Chris to challenge Chris's dominance?
And I think even the Toronto crowd was kind of throwing him a bone with the "We the People" chants.
Yeah,
I think it's more out of obligation now instead of oh, we actually want to support this guy. We like Swagger. It's just like, oh, hey, Swagger, yeah, We the People, yeah, go, yeah. Just I'm gonna go take a piss.
Well, it's a bizarre dynamic to be pressing where the theoretical hometown heel, hometown hero is a heel character, and then the person who's going to come in and stop them is from another nationality, and they're supposed to be the face, but because of the hometown dynamic, because of it just doesn't strike the right chord.
That brings up a very good question. How come only in Canada, if a wrestler is considered Canadian, they're a hometown hero? Because you don't see Rob Van Dam wrestling any match in the States like, oh, here's the hometown hero, Rob Van Dam, even though we're not in Michigan.
Right.
Because Canada's one place that doesn't have any identity. Fuck you, you hat. That's what I got, you motherfucker. Kill yourself.
Jeez.
That's all I got.
Just tapped right out, huh? Okay.
And going on another... I'm sorry, I'm just full of rants right now. Ambrose, I like you. You were a nice guy when I met you last Saturday at that meet and greet at the Toys R Us. But never do the sharpshooter ever again. Please. I'm speaking on behalf of all Canadians. Never do the sharpshooter again. The Rock does a better sharpshooter than you.
Oh, man. Jesus.
Savage. That's more savage than me, brother.
Well, to add to this tangent stew of ours, which that should be the episode title, Tangent Stew. I was so upset. I didn't watch. Was it SmackDown that Jericho betrayed Styles?
Raw before Roadblock.
It was Raw. Okay, I missed that. As I said, I've been very, very busy. I'm a marketing manager now, which is just terrifying to think about. So I missed that, and I found out during Roadblock in the lead up to their match, and I was so fucking sad. As much as I hate the name,
they made T-shirts, man.
They made T-shirts. I hated the name Y2AJ. I thought it was stupid, but I love the tag team. And I get that, Jericho, he's only got a little bit longer left in the company, I assume. He needs to kind of push this guy. And by doing that, he just kind of, by the way the formula works, has to go heel so that AJ can go over as the babyface. I get that. But if we could have just had like a few months of AJ and Jericho as a tag team, sweet holy mother of God, they were so it was such a good bro up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was never going to be the next New Day or whatever, but wasn't the point. Eventually, they were going to turn on each other. That's how it was going to happen. But just a few months of enjoying their matches. That's all I asked.
They have to try to push everything forward so they can get a WrestleMania match out of this, because they, any plans that they had, coming into the new year were constantly changing due to injuries. So,
yeah.
I mean...
Oh, yeah, and I get that.
But I agree. It's a real shame that they couldn't have found something really interesting to do. I mean, I'm just going to throw this off the top of my head, and I want you guys to know that I love the New Day, and so it's not because I want them to lose their tag team championships that I say this, but they could have had a nice little run as tag team champions, Y2AJ. They could even
maybe
they could have gotten it, could have even lost it back to New Day at WrestleMania, and that could have been their WrestleMania moment, and that could have been the turning point. Anything just to give it like a little bit of more time. I feel like it was a beautiful thing that burned so brightly, Maggle, that it could only burn for so long.
Yeah, I was just sad. I was sad to see it happen.
AJ Styles. That creepy quiet.
Oh yeah.
Jericho chanting that he was doing. AJ Styles.
That was great.
Yeah,
dude, I loved it.
Evil Jericho's great. He still needs to put on some fucking pants, but Evil Jericho's great. I loved it.
I just realized I am bumping the mic a lot this episode.
You piece of shit. You fucking
all right.
Canadian hat, motherfucker.
Fuck you, I'm turning. Fuck you, this is my heel turn.
Kill yourself.
You guys had your heel turn, this is my fucking heel turn.
Okay.
I'm always turning.
Anything else we really need to talk about?
Neville's hurt.
Neville's hurt.
Well, we at least know that won't affect WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, yikes.
Oh, no, Neville.
Well, no,
I like Neville.
when Sami Zayn came and challenged Kevin to a WrestleMania moment, and then Neville's like, well, hey, maybe I could get involved in that, and then the audience was quiet. No, thank you, Neville. We don't want that.
We love you, Neville, but the money's Sammy and Kevin.
And that's why another thing I don't understand, like, where are these Neville marks? Like, if he's the breakthrough star of 2015 Slammy Award winning Neville,
I've seen more people supporting Tyler Breeze than Neville.
Yeah, which is too bad because I'm a Neville mark. I always love seeing Neville work, but he's a weird one. He's a tough, he's one of the more talented men on the roster. He has a, let's say, unique look, but he's also very short, which can't have that.
I was watching with my parents once, and the second my mother saw Neville for the first time, she's like, "Why is there an orc in the WWE?"
Oh my god! Oh, that could be right up there with the Yeti.
Oh god!
The orc. What is that? What in God's name is that? The orc. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm still excited about. I was just gonna say, I'm literally still excited about Sami Zayn being on the main roster now. I'm still Lucille Bluthing about it over here.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that means. Damn you, JBL.
I love that Sammy's on the roster. I can't wait. I'm assuming that Enzo and Cass will wind up there sooner rather than later. Yeah,
I think if they're not the night after WrestleMania, they're definitely coming up soon, because them not winning the tag team titles, for one thing, it's obvious that the new tag team champions are going to be a team that will be ready, willing, and able to work in NXT for quite a while. Yeah. That when they lost, I had to find some way to throw that in. When they lost, it was like, oh, okay, well, they're moving up soon. Great. Good. Because if Enzo and Cass show up on every episode of Raw, I'm watching every episode of Raw. Because, goddamn, they are not the best wrestlers. They're really great, but they're not the best wrestlers. They are the best on the mic. Yeah.
says the
They don't
New
call him
Day
the
Mark.
Smack Talker Skywalker for nothing.
Oh my god! Jeez.
He's actually got it. If you looked at the jacket he was wearing during his entrance, it actually said Smack Talker Skywalker.
That's amazing. I just love him so much. I love the way he just runs around like at the speed of light, like a little fucking raccoon. It gets me all giddy just watching him work.
I was watching their entrance, and all I could think was that one clip from Sesame Street where Grover's like, near? Far!
That's even better because Enzo is a total muppet.
It's very much a Rocket Raccoon and Groot scenario between Enzo and Big Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I think Cass has a bit more of a vocabulary.
And Cass is a living tree, and you can't teach that.
Oh my god, I need to Photoshop that immediately.
Do it! Post it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/pbdsmark.
Yeah. I guess the only other thing I can think of, was there, beyond the Natalya match at Roadblock, was there any more just like milking Bret Hart?
There was Jericho tearing up the Get Well Soon Bret's sign to get some heel heat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It was good heel heat too. It was delicious.
I laughed so hard when that happened. Yeah, I like when they drag out these wrestlers just to utilize their like relative association with someone else who is usually in some poor state.
Like that time Ric Flair was the Miz's manager. That actually happened.
What?
Moving right along.
Oh.
Moving right along.
I totally didn't remember that.
I wanted to mention very briefly the Brock Lesnar Bray Wyatt and with Wyatt.
That wasn't really a match.
Well,
what happened? Because I didn't see that. What happened?
Wyatt
literally
has a back injury.
I literally tuned right out. I did not have the heart to watch Brock Lesnar ruin what could have been the next Undertaker of the WWE. Again.
They did that a long time ago.
But they don't like walk back from it. You know what I mean? They don't like make any headway in trying to build Bray Wyatt into something at all. I can't remember.
He's just there to talk like he's high and then get his ass kicked.
I can't remember where I read this. But it's not my quote. But he could have been the next Undertaker, and he's going to end up being the next Papa Shango, and that's a fucking shame.
Damn. I read
right?
somewhere. I read somewhere that there were some big plans for Bray Wyatt, and it was fairly recent.
On what planet?
It was one of those insiders. It was one of those insider articles on Squared. Okay, I found it. I was on my phone while I was saying that. That's why I was talking slow. So apparently on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer mentioned that Bray's back injury isn't expected to keep him out for long. He also says that the company has big plans for Bray this year, including him working with Brock and Reigns again over the summer and fall. Dave says he gets the feeling that they will position Bray as, quote, the top heel. Here's the full quote.
They've got an uphill battle.
Well, the full quote is, the back injury, I'm not sure. It's not super serious. I mean, it's serious enough that he couldn't work over the weekend, but from what I gather, it's not that bad that he's going to be out for any lengthy period of time.
Well, that's good, I guess.
But that's...
I'll take it.
Yeah, on Squared Circle. Yeah. I mean, that would be great if there was some plan for Bray Wyatt. I always, I remember, seeing him at WrestleMania 30 and thinking to myself, okay, well, this guy is obviously the next big heel, right? Like, this is the guy who's going to be, torturing people and shit and being, the ultimate badass
burning
character.
Teddy bears.
Yeah, and then, it kept going, and I was like, all right, maybe next time. And then, the feud with Dean happened, and I was like, okay, this is the big one. And then that fell through, and it just kept going, and finally, he just keeps getting his ass kicked, and I don't even know what to think anymore. It's just, well, Bray's in a feud, let's see how he loses this time. And that's too bad, because, he's one of the great talents that they have. I've tried his weird spider walk thing. It's fucking hard to do.
Yeah, no, like, there are fit people who would, well, fit-looking people. Okay, Bray Wyatt's a little chubby, I'll
allow it.
But there are, okay. I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole. Okay. There are people who look like they would be more flexible than Bray Wyatt, who probably couldn't pull it off that well.
True.
Yeah. And
it's because he's got the
I'm sad.
devil inside him.
I wish that he would, like, in my dream world, Bray Wyatt takes over the WWE for like a couple months and becomes the new authority, and just like it's just the Wyatt family run WWE for just a couple months. Maybe one of those months is October, just for the shits and giggles of it. And
now I'm just imagining Bray Wyatt as a Teddy Long style GM. Hey man, look, I know y'all have this fight going on, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't know why I'm turning into Marlon Brando from The Godfather, but I'm going with it.
It's I don't know how you cross the Teddy Long with a Bray Wyatt. I guess it turns into the Brando, but okay.
You come here on the day of my daughter's tag team match, and you ask me, Sister Abigail,
can I
man.
fight the Undertaker?
Okay,
all right.
So that match
this
was
is
worthless. The New Day League of Nations match was worthless. Utterly.
It's the League of Nations. Nothing they do can ever be awesome.
Because you know what I really love about those guys? I love how whenever they're with Alberto Del Rio, they come out and they're doing Alberto Del Rio's like spinning finger thing. You know?
Yeah.
They all started doing that. Like, it turns out that they really like it. So now I've noticed they even do it without Alberto Del Rio there. Like, somehow it became
except when they were doing their entrance here, where Barrow was just shouting, "Big lads, big lads, big lads."
Oh
my God! Like I just realized Jericho should join the League of Nations.
Yes. No. That would destroy his credibility.
Yeah, but it'd be funny. They need a Canadian. You know, all the evil countries in one group.
Canada's too polite to be evil.
Hey, shut up, you fucking communist. Stop burning down our country. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm
one time.
Get it? Because Bernie Sanders is a socialist.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked the Triple H Dean Ambrose match at Roadblock. It was exceptionally long, but it wasn't too bad. I thought it was a good ass kicker of a match. I mean, the finish was all wonky. With the using her feet under the ropes and everything, what saved Trips, but it's not like there was any one of us that thought that Trips wasn't going to walk away the champion. So,
no.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, here's the thing. Even when I know the outcome has to be a certain way, if it's two wrestlers who I love to watch going at it and just fucking raising hell, I will still enjoy watching it, for the most part, unless they fuck it up. But
yeah, that's the consensus. Like, if it's good, I don't care how predictable it is. It's good.
Yeah. Like, I'll still watch it at some point. Probably this weekend because I'll have time. But it wasn't enough for me to actually tune in all the way and use up valuable time on it at that moment. So I'm glad that it's there. It's in the network. I can go back and visit it and enjoy myself. It's like a classic match. It's like, this isn't the same thing, but it's like watching the Randy Savage Ricky Steamboat match from 3. It's like, okay, I know how this ends. I know how it goes, but I still love fucking watching it. If this not so pay-per-view, at least got us a few cool matches that I can go back and enjoy, and break down in my own time. Great. Good. It served its purpose. I imagine, based on what I've been listening to and what I've seen so far from it, I would probably give it, out of the 5-star system, I could see that being like a 3.5, probably, more than likely.
So on our macho madness scale, that would probably be, well, obviously it wouldn't be a Janetti. Maybe Tito Santana?
Oh, is it that bad?
Oh, okay.
Is
Okay,
Tito
not
Santana a good rating?
Chavo Guerrero, maybe?
Chavo, I can see that.
Oh, no,
That's-
Chavo's bad. Chavo's bad. Never mind.
It's just Chavo bad? I think Chavo's like a good sort of like, not exactly what I wanted, but at least it's not bad type thing. Am I misreading how people think of Chavo Guerrero?
Well, it depends. If it's Chavo, fine. If it's Swagger Soaring Eagle Chavo, no.
I'd give it a D'Lo Brown. Like, there were some things that had some real style there, and you enjoyed watching it. But, nothing that you lose sleep over if you had missed.
Okay. That sounds about right from what I saw. I'm excited to go back and watch this D'Lo Brown rated match.
All right, so obviously, I guess next week we'll probably go into that superstars we think should be future endeavored idea. You think?
Yeah, I said let's do that. We'll see how many we can really trim out, and beyond that, we'll set up for the WrestleMania pre-episode. How about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, getting things done. Ha.
All right.
Anyways, if you guys would like to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter at KiraKennedyHNR, Tumblr at KiraKennedyHNR.tumblr.com, and Facebook.com/KiraKennedyReviews because KiraKennedyHNR had already been taken.
I'm Michael Keane. I'm on Twitter at Michael Keane. And I have a website that I never update called morbidlyobesecats.com. That's it.
And I'm Tex Rockwolf. You can follow me at Twitter at TRockwolf, and you can also be updated on the latest and greatest things in the internet community of wrestling fans over at Squared Circle. Michael uses it. I use it.
I do.
Maybe I post under the name Tex Rockwolf there. You may get to follow my in progress heel transformation.
Yeah, I think my heel turn was just one off. But anyways, so with all that out of the way, this has been Smark My Words. Thank you for listening.
Fuck you, Byron.
Smark My Words is hosted by Kira Kennedy, Tex Rockwolf, and Michael Keane. Our opening theme is Temper by El Tigre Ultimo, who you can find out more about at facebook.com/L_Tigre_Ultimo, as well as soundcloud.com/El Tigre Ultimo, all one word. Our ending theme is Summon the Rock by Kevin McLeod, who you can find out more about at Incompetech.com. The following has been a production of PeanutButterDisaster.com.
Peanut butter disaster.